Oh, hey there. So you say your boyfriend always wants to hang out with his friends and not you. He never wants to spend time with you, right? Well, never's kind of a strong word there. So let's back off that a little bit. Your boyfriend doesn't not want to spend time with you. He does, but he also likes spending time with his friends. We're going to get down to the bottom of why that is and why you should understand that that's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a good thing, and you want to encourage that when you can. We're going to talk about personality traits today, and these are not gender-based. Okay, so not every guy wants to go out, and hunt down something, kill it, drag it home, and not every lady wants to stay home and be with the kids all the time. We need to understand that this is not a gender-based issue. This is based simply in personality. So if you buy into that with me, we're going to get down the road a lot faster. Everyone is a unique blend of 4 different personality traits. We're going to cover those today. Specifically, we're talking about temperament, how you're wired. There are tons of things that influence your personality. Culture, how you were raised, parental influence, religious beliefs, country that you were born in, and so forth. But from a temperament standpoint, that's kind of how you're born and how you're wired. It doesn't typically change a whole lot. So from that perspective, you need to understand that your boyfriend may want to hang out with his friends, or you may have a boyfriend who never wants to hang out with his friends, who just wants to be alone. And so as you're watching this video, bear that in mind because each person's a unique blend of all 4 of these characteristics. So I can divide the world into outgoing people, those crazy, wild, fast-paced, energetic, optimistic, enthusiastic, woo, those kind of people. And then, now yes, you can breathe, those reserved kinds of people. Analytical, not going to be the first person to speak up in a conversation. Certainly don't want to have to give a speech in front of a lot of people. Deep thinkers, very intrinsically motivated kinds of folks. So outgoing versus reserved. We're talking about that dynamic. We're talking about your internal motor or your pace. So when I'm thinking about those high D's and I's, which we'll talk about in a minute, those outgoing people, your motor's always going, it's just rum, 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 ready to go, racing. Think about a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a high-powered sports car, just all the time. Basically, your mantra is, I can sleep when I'm dead. I mean, you're just going and going and going all the time. Those reserved people, man, they're slower paced. Think about a nice, just a Volkswagen Beetle from back in the day. You could hit the floorboard as hard as you can. That thing's gonna go 60 miles an hour max. Does it start really fast and go very fast? It's not very slow. It just kind of stays somewhere there in the middle. So when we're talking about this perspective, it's about your motor. And so when we're talking about, oh, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, it's okay because they may be different from yours. And your boyfriend may like to be outgoing and be with other people. But you may have a boyfriend that wants to sit on the couch and watch movies or play games all day. And that's fine too. So outgoing and reserved. Those are 2 divisions. But the second division, and the division that gives us the most conflict in our lives, is this people versus task division. People-oriented folks are about caring and sharing and feelings, and they're emotional, really, really high emotional intelligence for these folks. And those folks are all about the feelings of others and caring and sharing their own feelings. And then you've got these task-oriented people, and the task-oriented people are all about form and function and process and plans and really focus on getting things done. So on a weekend, let's say, if you're a people-oriented person on this side of the equation, man, you want to spend time with people. And it's not just a matter of spending time with people, but as many different people as possible. I'm a super mega people-oriented person. I have a lot of different groups of people that I like to hang out with. My wife doesn't understand that because she's way over there on the task-oriented side. But I have a board game group that I like to hang out with. I've got a paintball group that I like to hang out with. I've got folks that I like to play golf with. I have a racquetball group or a pickleball group. And so I'm involved with all of those things all the time. Again, fast-paced, going all the time, involved with lots of things. Those task-oriented people, not so. They're going to be more onesies, twosies, okay? Not a ton of friends, maybe 1 or 2 really close friends. And so that dynamic is really, really a struggle for the high C's of the world when you're looking over there and going, my gosh, he's just spending time with everyone but me. Well, he is spending time with you, I'm pretty sure. She is spending time with you, I'm pretty sure. But as a boyfriend, he's got the way he's wired. And so we have to kind of accept that. So let's give these things a name if we can. Those outgoing and task-oriented people, we're going to call those high Ds if we're going to use a personality style. And we use the DISC method of human behavior. Ds are the dominant style. Those folks super outgoing, but they're task-oriented. So they're driven to be successful. They're going all the time. They're determined. They've never met a challenge they couldn't face. They're just rah, rah, sus, boom, bah, I've got to climb the corporate ladder, get in your face, got to be the boss. Then you've got these folks on this side of the room, which is the outgoing folks, but they're people-oriented. And those we're going to call our high I's, or the inspiring types. Think about Robin Williams, an aspiring comic. Think about Martin Luther King Jr., an inspiring person in the civil rights movement. Those folks are creative thinkers outside the box. But again, they're optimistic, they're enthusiastic, they're going all the time, always trying to make people laugh, always telling jokes, just going a mile a minute. And then we step back into our reserve roles, and people-oriented person is a high S, or a supportive type. Those folks will give you the shirt off their back, super kind, and they're great listeners. They don't want to be in front of the room, they don't want to be telling jokes, but they love being around others who are. They just like the energy that comes from those people. And then you've got over on the other side, we've got our reserved and our task-oriented folks. And we're going to call those the C style, or the cautious style. These people are super analytical, love math, love spreadsheets. In fact, they've never met a spreadsheet they didn't fall in love with instantly. Love pivot tables. Anything that gets them thinking, they enjoy. So getting back to your boyfriend who is out there with everyone all the time except you, again, it's not about this never thing. It's not never. He's never with you. Of course he likes to spend time with you, or else he wouldn't be your boyfriend, okay? But think about this. If he's a high I or a high S, where's he going to draw his energy from? I's and S's draw their energy from others. D's and C's draw energy from themselves and their own accomplishments. So as an IS blend, which is me, I love my wife. I love spending some time with her, but I can't spend every day, every single hour with her, or I would go insane. That's just crazy for me. I've got to go out there and play paintball. I've got to have some time over here with my pickleball folks. I've got to do some of this stuff to recharge my own batteries. It's about an energy thing. And so in a role in a business, I's and S's, they have to be around others. So I's and S's make great salespeople if they're out there doing calls. They also make great customer service representatives because they're talking with people, they're involved, they're engaged with others all the time. But then you come back over here to these D's and C's, okay? And if you're probably a D and C if you're watching this video because you probably have a high I or S boyfriend or girlfriend. So in that scenario, gosh, why do they do it? Well, why do you not like doing those things? If you're going on vacation, I can guarantee you if you're a D or a C, okay, especially a C, you're not going to want to be around a whole lot of other folks. In fact, the C's dream on a vacation is a hammock and a book and quiet. They don't want to have anything to do with the party going on in the front of the ship or the Harry Potter trivia contest or let's have the dance off or karaoke night. We're going back to the back of the boat in the hammock, taking a nap or reading a book. Does that sound relaxing and peaceful to you if you're a C? I bet it does. And that's how you gain your own energy. That's how you refill your own batteries. So embrace that if you have a high I or S boyfriend out there. Embrace the fact that they're going to want to recharge their batteries. They're going to do that with others. They can do that with you too, but even on a family vacation or on a trip, they're going to want to do various experiences with various other people. It's not that they don't like you, it's just that that's how they recharge their batteries. So if I piqued your interest a little bit in this and you want to know a little bit more about who you are, you can go down here to the description below. You can check out our videos on our D, I, S, and C. They're going to give you a big, really deep dive breakdown into each one of these styles to let you get to know yourself and your significant other better. Also, if you're interested in understanding yourself better, again, we talked about self-awareness, got to have that. So self first, then you have to understand others to be able to adapt. If you want to understand yourself really, really well, we have a link in the description below also to our assessments where you can go to the store, get a 6-page assessment taken care of, and it really provides a lot of detailed information so you can break down the walls of miscommunication and improve all the relationships in your life. Thanks so much.